Yeah.
Like influenza.
80 or 8.
1918.
18, yeah.
Like when it was like killing millions of people, even in the United States.
Well,
it was
think
the
about this,
worst
too.
thing ever.
And then back then, too, they didn't have all the technology and all that stuff that we have now.
They did
you
not.
know?
They didn't have like your defibrillators to like, you know, or like your medications, your shots. And there's a lot of people that lived through that.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot that died.
Of
Millions
course.
of people died.
Man,
But still.
I know. One of my patients, she was talking about how she actually got the swine flu, and she was saying that one of the side effects, she has epilepsy now.
Because of it.
She has, so she
Really?
suffers from epilepsy now. Yeah,
Holy cow!
I know, man.
So like already, I think mad cow disease and it sounds like swine flu is worse than corona, because like if you see the videos, that one guy that had it, he released a video saying it wasn't that bad. Like, it was like 4 days later. He's like, "Oh, I'm good now."
Yeah,
4 days.
That's my whole thought into it, because I think, a lot of the people that are I guess suffering the most are the unfortunately the older people. Their health isn't as good from the beginning, because in low immune system, it's easier to get a virus. It's easier to get an issue. So
like older or a kid.
And a kid too, man. Well, and because I know they were saying, again, word of mouth, they're saying that like under 20 and under, these guys, it's a rarity that they're going to get it, because they're just, they're usually that age, their immune systems are
just
good.
Wash your hands,
dude. That's
wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't cough in your hands. Don't be touching everything on the shelves and when you're out about. Man, just keep your hands to yourself. Wash them and just be good. Cleanliness is key here. There's a lot of dirty people.
Well, and it's funny how all these people are. I gotta do this. I gotta do that now. It's just like, you should have been doing this in the beginning,
right?
When you go to the bathroom, wash your hands,
right?
It's common sense stuff that we learn when we're infants or
right
toddlers. It's just shocking that now I got to put this stuff in play. It's foundation, people. Okay,
that should have been done a long time ago.
Exactly.
It's probably the ones that don't wash their hand and touch their butt and pick their butt hairs and nose and everything.
Well, I do.
Y'all
that.
are the ones that started this freaking swine, corona, mad cow 19 disease.
Dude, I'm all about that stuff, but I wash my hands after the fact. Okay.
Exactly. Of course.
Come on, people.
I wash my hands during.
Yeah, my mom always said, if you're gonna pick your butt, wash your hands, Brandon.
Mm-hmm. Or nose.
Foundation.
So we talked about NBA,
dude,
and I don't watch much basketball, but I am very upset about this one,
dude. Yeah, oh my gosh, dude. So NHL, hands down, best playoffs in sports.
Exactly, I agree. I couldn't agree.
And the people that disagree, you don't understand the sport. If you understood the sport, you would understand that this is the best, best time for playoffs, best sport. But I'm lost of words how frustrated I am. Because I knew it was going to happen too.
I did too. I knew it, like right when NBA did it, and I watched the game that day. I watched Anaheim versus the Blues. It was the game that they had to make up because Bouwmeester or whatever went down and got sick or whatever, and then they canceled it or postponed it. They finally made that game up, and then during one of the intermissions, they said, "We are releasing a statement by Thursday." This was a Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, it was Wednesday. By Thursday, they're going to release a statement whether NHL is going to be postponed.
Yeah, I texted you right when I found out.
Gosh, it is stupid.
Well, and think about March Madness. How many people are losing? So much money is being lost. But my question is, someone is benefiting from this at the same time.
Who?
Who do you think, man? There's just the people with the money. There has to be someone. When someone else is not benefiting, someone else is benefiting.
I just don't know who could be benefiting by canceling NHL, but besides
I'm just
keeping everybody
I'm just talking about the stuff in general, not just the NHL stuff.
Oh,
man. With all this stuff being lost, there's someone benefiting from all the downpour.
Well, I do know toilet paper companies are. That's for one, but
Just
bring me my hockey back, because not only NHL, it was WHL, CHL, AHL. There's no hockey at all being played.
Dude, it was
no sports at all.
I saw this meme earlier today. I was saying, I'm butchering it, paraphrasing, but it was like a woman was saying, "Oh, now my my man's not going to be able to watch sports anymore, so maybe he'll spend time with me. And then at the bottom it says, now I'm playing PS4.
Yeah.
Now we're back to video games.
Like right when I found out NHL was like postponed or whatever, I was like, well, at least I got NHL 20 on Xbox.
Now I can play it myself.
Yeah, which I got Madden on. That's another thing they're thinking about, maybe postponing the draft.
Well, so are they? Okay, so I don't. Are they going to postpone it, or are they going to do it, but there's not going to be any fans? That might be. I'm guessing they're going to do it. They're going to do the draft, but it's not going to be as extravagant as it usually is.
That's so dumb. What's the
Money
point then?
Lost. I don't know, man. And then, I had some of my patients had a trip to Vegas, and they canceled the trip to Vegas because, after March Madness was canceled, because they go to March Madness or go to Vegas every year for March Madness. He's like, after it was canceled, like, there's no point in me even going.
Yeah, no.
He didn't like to gamble. He doesn't want to do that stuff. He just wants to.
You can go see the shows. Like Blue Man Group's cool.
No, they are great, man. Have you been to Vegas? Have you seen
I've
them?
not. I've been to Laughlin, Nevada. I've never been to Vegas.
Oh man. So I went. I was 15, so I wasn't doing all the.
I mean,
Vegas
who knows?
stuff.
Maybe if y'all listeners keep listening to our show, we'll end up on the iHeartRadio Awards, and we'll go to Vegas. Like, I think that's where it's at.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Throwing this out there, our email address. If you guys want to email us, it's shootingthechit.com or at google.com. So it's
Gmail.
A Gmail. Sorry. Yeah.
Google Gmail. Same.
Yeah. Mikey, he's the one who set it up. I just throw stuff out there trying to sound smart. But is it shooting with a G or is it IN?
It's ING.
ING. Okay. So
shooting, not shooting.
Shoot. Okay. So
like shooting the chit.
Yeah. So SHOOTING.
Which I made it before we pulled the trigger on just the IN when he was like trying to.
I'm totally fine.
It's cool.
I'm over it, man. You shouldn't worry about it. I'm not worried about it.
What about the people in the Europe who are trying to get back over here that live in America? Because they're about to close the. You can't get back to America if you over in Europe,
man,
by midnight tonight.
Well, they're not good. They're staying there. They're not. I'm sure that. I wouldn't be rushing if I knew that I was gonna be quarantined or whatever or stuck there. I'm like, there's no point in even rushing.
Definitely,
I'm gonna be
the
here.
minute they step off the plane, they're getting quarantined.
Yeah, dude.
But the thing is people are paying $20,000 to get back over here.
Buddy, see that's there's the money. There's the people dude, it's all happening for a reason, unfortunately, dude. Money's being made through our chaos. I mean, think about all the people because who are they paying? The airlines? Who they paying?
No, I don't know if it's the airlines or like someone's like, oh, he has a ticket back to America. I'm gonna give him $20,000 to get his ticket. They could be doing that because I don't see how the airlines can get away with upping that. I just don't see that. I do see Joe trying to buy Jane's ticket back to America for $20,000, which I'd probably take it. I'd be like, all right, dude, I'll just spend 30 days or whatever in freaking Paris.
Have you seen the movie 2012? Do you remember that movie about the world ending with John Cusack?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
So it's about the apocalypse where everything's ending, and then all the rich people, all these people have, they're the ones with the money that could buy the ticket to get on that cruise to start the new world. All the people with the money, all the wealthy, those are the ones that survive. All the ones that aren't able to, throw the benefit of money out to the higher ups. They're just left behind.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think it is, man. Like when you have America, dude. When you have money, you succeed. You're above.
You're right.
And in certain situations like this,
Even if I had $20,000, I wouldn't spend it to come back over to America. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna take my chance over here, go up maybe further north or whatever. I guess is there north from Europe? I'm not good at my geography at all.
I'm not.
But I would probably test my luck. Just go north for about 30 days, wait for it to blow over, and hope I don't spend $20,000 staying over there. Because
man,
we got to think hotel price, food.
Well, dude, and this is me, dude. Like I mean, when I'm in that situation, dude, it's adapt and overcome. That's what it has to come down to, man. Like when it's out of your control, you try to lean into the chaos or control it. I mean, when you're in it, you adapt and figure it out. But
yeah, I still haven't adapted to the whole NHL canceling. I don't like that.
I adapted to my being very upset.
That's about that's about the only thing to do.
But
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man.
It's total chit. It's chit.
It is, dude.
And it's like whatever. I know they're trying to keep everybody safe, and I keep going back to it.
Well,
it's just.
Well, I'm just shocked it took them so long to for Disney World, man. They just did that yesterday. I think that would be the first thing to go. I mean, everyone around the world goes there.
Yeah, I think Six Flags is canceling. I got my because I have the pass or whatever, and I got an email saying they're like doing the precautions and everything. Concerts. I know the what's it called, the Kiss concert. I think it was in Oklahoma, got canceled or postponed.
Dude, see, this is what we have to do, man. Because I'm sure movie theaters, we're not going to be able to go to movies here soon. If this is going to continue, I mean, so drive-in, we need to do drive-in theaters, man. That's the new spot.
That's right.
You're outside.
You're outside, but you're not.
You're in your own car.
You're there,
dude. Drive-in theaters.
That's actually smart.
I know, man.
They have a couple around here too.
Yeah,
they have I think a couple in Dallas. There's one in Louisville, I thought, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there is.
I think over on going towards Frisco. I think there's one.
That's it, dude. Drive-in theaters. Yeah,
I'll just watch it online.
I mean, that's what I do, man. Well, I know what is it? I'm still trying to watch The Gentleman. I haven't
watched it yet either. Man, I heard it's all right.
Man, have you seen Snatch with that came out in like early 2000s with Brad Pitt?
Oh, I did. It's been forever ago though.
So that's the same director that did the guy that did Gentleman. He did Snatch, and it kind of is. I think it's a different plot, but there's some similarities to Snatch, and I love that movie, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one. Man, so what was your take on? Did you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I've not yet.
I loved that movie.
See, I've heard split. I've heard people love it. I've heard people it was like the boringest 3 hours. Dude, it's a long movie.
I thought it was brilliant. I loved it.
And see, I like Quentin Tarantino. I love Quentin Tarantino.
See, I thought it was great. It was. I mean, it had history and the things that happened in the past, but it had Tarantino's own spin on it. That's why I loved it. Mm-hmm. It was great. Yeah.
It is. What's it called? Charles Manson. He has a big part in it, or not really?
Not a huge part. I mean, he's there's
because that happened then, so obviously they're going to touch on it.
I think there was one scene where he went to Tate's house and said hi. Oh, spoiler alert, guys! If you haven't seen it in the last year and a half, but whatever. He said he went to Tate's house. Was like, hey, all he said was, "Hey, I'm Charlie," and that's pretty much it. And then while he was walking off, but there was other names going on. Like there was. I think there was a guy named Tex or something like that, but it was interesting, man.
But he don't kill anybody in it. Don't really touch on that.
Well, in the with him, he was never on site with the.
Well, obviously he didn't kill anybody.
But there was it had the same. Yeah, it had the same concept with what history says about it, where people went to the house and tried took out Tate. But it was a different thing in the movie. It was really good.
It's weird because when I was in California last summer, I wanted to go by the Manson house. I really did, but I just didn't have time. Something came up, and I just didn't make time to make it over there.
Trent Reznor, the lead singer from Nine Inch Nails, he lived in that house for a brief time.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he lived it, and I think he did a lot of recording there too. But yeah, he lived in that house.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool? That guy's a great lyricist, man. That's my brother's favorite band. Those guys are good. Listen to them, man. I know they're not screamo, but
Screamo. What's screamo?
The stuff that you enjoy, the good stuff. The best guitarists and best musicians are those type of people, though.
I listen to country music, Bob.
Do you? Who's your favorite guy or girl?
I like William Clark Green. I do like the Dirty River Boys. Okay. I like Mickey and the Motorcars. I like Ghost Dance Band.
See, I don't know any of those people.
I like Josh Abbott Band.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah. I like Texas country, not that pop rap stuff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's not
that's Colt not country. Ford, that guy's a moron.
When it comes to me with country, I mean, that's not one of my favorite genres, but if I'm going with country, dude, it's 90s country. That's where it's at, man.
Oh, like George Strait?
George Strait, dude.
Well, he's 90s and before.
Travis Tritt. Oh, man.
What's his name? Garth. I love me some Garth.
Garth, man, he's an interesting fella now. Man, did you hear about his? He had that alias or whatever. That I forgot the guy's name, or that he created. But man, I know. Do you ever watch the podcast